Here with reaction, the author of the brand new book, Sold Out, How High-Tech Billionaires and Bipartisan Beltway Crap Weasels Are Screwing America's Best and Brightest Workers. Our friend Michelle Malkin is back. Good to see you. I know you've been out of pocket. Your daughter's doing better. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And you've been sharing that with the public. You wrote the book Invasion and came under heavy fire back in 2002.
Yeah, that's right.
This issue is now front and center. You know, and your new book really takes it to the next level because so many American workers are being displaced by this competition that's coming in, outside workers, either legally or illegally.
Yeah, that's right. And for much of the last quarter century, we've been trying to push on both fronts to get people to understand the devastating impact of massive illegal immigration on American workers at the low end of the pay scale. But this book is really trying to put at the forefront the fact that collusion between big government and big business and both political parties is having a massive devastating impact on America's best and brightest workers, our tech workers, our
This is the reality,
resource.
though. Both parties don't want the wall, or else the wall would be built by now, right?
That's exactly right.
Because Republicans, they want to cater to big business and cheap labor. And the Democrats, they're probably playing long ball, and they think, oh, this will be a generational shift in voting.
And a way to guarantee a permanent Democratic ruling majority. And that's my frustration with so many of the establishment Republicans, is that they're committing civilizational national suicide by signing on with abominations like the Gang of Eight. And you definitely want to have a candidate who has the right instincts immediately at the right time, and isn't spending his whole entire campaign apologizing for making the wrong decision in the first place.
I think you can argue has the toughest illegal immigration plan out there. Disagree?
I don't disagree. And in fact, we break down in the last chapter of Sold Out the positions, the lip service that's paid to immigration enforcement and protecting American workers, and compare it with the actual records. No question about it. The reason why Donald Trump has appeal is because he's got this alpha male projection of confidence on everything that he says, and people have been hungering, obviously, for somebody who's not going to apologize for every last decision that they've made and every last thing that's come out of their mouth. Unfortunately, even with having a good platform, which is in large part a credit to people like Jeff Sessions, who've been doing yeoman's work for years on this issue, Donald Trump has shown that he's a little bit confused because he has bought into the same American tech worker shortage myth that's been propagated by these big business CEOs and their water carriers and all of their front groups in D.C. It doesn't exist. There are 11 million out of 15 million Americans who have so-called STEM diplomas who cannot find jobs in those fields because they're being fired and replaced with cheap foreign replacements.
I think this becomes, it's right up there with the economy and national security. I think it's that big an issue.
No question about it. Invasion was about how immigration has to be treated as a national security issue. These foreign guest worker rackets are definitely a threat to our economic security. That decision yesterday at the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals was huge. It was a landmark because it wasn't just talking about how these people were avoiding deportation. You had the Obama administration, in collusion with a lot of Republicans who agree with, giving these people work documents and circumventing congressional debate and the law.
Because the Republicans give away their own enumerated powers in the Constitution, either to the executive branch or the judicial branch. They tried to punt with Obamacare, and it backfired, and they may win this time, but it still doesn't make, they should be doing these things themselves.
If you're a constitutional conservative, prove it and stop being a sellout.
All right, great new book. Good to see you back.
Thank you.
All right.